Holy cow, it is storming in Phoenix, Arizona, and I am going into the eye of the storm as I head to work this day. Pulisic is trying to play for Chelsea, and he's just not making it. They're paying $50 million. I don't know for how many years or whatever, but they invested a lot of money in hoping Pulisic could be a player for him, and he, of course, did well in preseason, and then over time he just hasn't played, I think, the last 4 games. And so the question is why? The reports coming back are saying he's just not good as the ones in front of him. And the critics are saying he just doesn't work hard enough getting back. And occasionally he does some good things. He's on the fringes of being special, and then he's not consistent enough, and he doesn't put in the effort going back. And I think that has everything to do with him playing for the U.S. national team. They don't put effort there. They don't work hard. That whole work ethic that the U.S. team used to be titled with, of, the American spirit, they work hard because they had to. Now that the U.S. team has more technical ability, I mean, that our technical side has improved, but our work ethic has gotten worse. It didn't come with it. So it makes you think, how are these players being developed in the United States? It's the lack of work ethic. I mean, if I'm Pulisic, I don't even play for the national team anymore until they get a new national team pool. Because the Americans that are playing are lazy. They don't work hard. They're prima donnas. Those are their new labels. That's what they are. And that's a problem. So hopefully we can fix that model, but it's hard to do when you have developmental academies, the DA system all over the place, developing our players. And what are they doing? They're giving them things. They're putting them in the situation of they're giving them things. They're getting beautiful uniforms. They travel well. They try to look the part before they are the part. You see it on social media all the time. We play on this team in America. Look, we're taking a big Greyhound bus, or being fed, and we look so pretty with our nice Nike shoes or whatever it is. That doesn't develop work ethic, does it? Giving things. Give them less. Make them suffer. We're missing this whole thought of being suffering. If I just look at my job at Phoenix College, I am Division I junior college, and time and time again I had players coming back saying they loved it more at Phoenix College than when they went on to the university where they were being taken care of. I just interviewed a player that came from a Division I player, and he's a bounce back. He's coming back to junior college to be able to get his 2-year degree so he can go back to another Division I. And he, in one of his interviews, I asked him, I'm like, so how do you like it? And he's like, oh, it's so much better than it was where I came from. I'm like, really? How? Because they gave him a food card. They took care of him. Now he's suffering. It's not as easy being with us because we don't give you things. We work hard. And because everyone's suffering, they have that commonality that, together, that they're suffering together, that it brings fulfillment. It is so true. If it is better to suffer and grind and experience that to enjoy happiness. You have to understand the worst of it to enjoy the best of it. So I think we're missing the boat on that. I think Pulisic is part of that problem. I mean, I guess he's suffering right now trying to find a way, and that's good, I mean, the easy way out would be come back to MLS to guarantee start, but that'd be silly. It's better for him to suffer, overcome, and find a way to make it in Europe versus come back. He is 21 years of age, but when you're that young, it's kind of hard when you don't have family and whatnot. But I don't know. I think we're missing the boat with suffering. It's okay to suffer. It's okay to take risk and fail so you can overcome and grow. So I think it's good. And the biggest thing is work ethic. Work ethic. Even Pulisic, $50 million player, is being benched right now because of lack of work ethic. You can't get away with it, ever. So, yeah. Work ethic matters. I don't know where this podcast was going. I just know it's Monday and I have to get one out because I want to stay consistent. I want to work for my audience and make sure I provide content on a daily basis. So, anyways, for the ones that did come to the Phoenix College Yapai game, it was an awesome event. And if you couldn't make it, you couldn't contribute, you can do it online. Go to the GoFundMe account and contribute to Jonathan. We're still accepting donations on his GoFundMe page. And, yeah, reach out, help somebody. I'll put his GoFundMe link on this podcast. So if you want to read the story about Jonathan, you can. And, yeah, and I am out. Thanks for coming on by, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.